Welcome everybody. We have with us our September Student of the Month for 2024-2025 school year, Mazzi Moore. Mazzi Moore, tell me what's going on in your life right now here at Braden Valley High School.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm always involved with a lot of activities. So right now I'm preparing for the fall play, which is Big Fish. It's a musical. So we're in the tech shop getting a bunch of sets built for that, which is really exciting. I just wrapped up with homecoming on student council, so I think we had a great week, lots of participation from the student body. So that was good.
Very involved. One thing, as a student council advisor, I appreciate some of the leadership. If you're looking back, your senior homecoming, what was one of the highlights that you had?
Oh goodness. I think my favorite part was probably just seeing everyone dress up for the dress-up days.
Okay.
I think our student council put a lot of effort trying to pick the best dress-up days, and then just seeing everyone go all out and really do their best was awesome. I'm not a huge participator in the dress-up days themselves, but seeing everyone else have fun, that's the best for me.
It's kind of fun to look out in the commons and
Yes.
you have the different areas of, if they're wearing pink or yellow or, whatever, or red or whatever, it is kind of fun to see all that. And I think we had pretty good participation. That's great.
I agree.
So you kind of alluded to this, you're part of the fall play. You can always be found in either the scene shop or we are sitting in here in the tech booth. Like what draws you to that? Like you're very involved in some of those, like kind of behind the scenes. What is kind of your appeal to that?
Well, I love the arts in general, and for me, singing and acting has never been my forte. I haven't been the best at it, not the most confident. So it's cool to contribute at least to theater and the fine arts behind the scenes. And then I also love building and kind of just the problem-solving nature of tech. So we don't have a blueprint, we draw that ourselves, we build it ourselves, we paint everything, we design it all. So it's kind of a cool avenue to explore my creativity and also practice more of the hands-on building skills as well.
So much goes on behind the scenes, and that's kind of one of those unsung things. And we appreciate even for a band concert or an outside group coming in using the PAC. You're kind of like, who do you have in the tech? Well, Mazzi's running the show. Like it's very much like, or even if they're asking me how to do it, like no, we're just gonna have Mazzi do it because she's the one that you've done a great job, and I think you've left a great legacy here in this area. So just with that, even kind of that legacy. You're senior now. You came in as a freshman new to the Brandon School District. Kind of talk about that, like your journey from the freshman year to now. What has that meant to you? Kind of that process, and then kind of as you're leaving, that legacy behind you.
Well, my first exposure to Brandon was my first day of band camp. So that was over 100 plus people, which is bigger than my high school would have been. So it's definitely kind of a shocking experience, but all of the band kids, as well as just like the Brandon students in general, are very welcoming and accepting of me into like their friend groups, into their activities, social or academic, whatever. So that was definitely helpful, is just the welcoming nature of the Brandon Valley student body. The teachers also did a fantastic job helping me get acclimated. I was really frightened about the classes being way too difficult, me falling behind, struggling. So I think especially during those first few weeks, the reassurance from teachers was wonderful. And then I definitely prioritized getting involved in activities. That is something that I lacked in my old school. So having theater, having hostess, also all of those things, those weren't options. So I kind of went overboard. I joined a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I feel very passionate about each of them and really do my best to contribute because I know that in my heart it's what's important to me. So I think, those were the biggest things, just having a welcoming community and teachers, and then just my motivation to be involved within the school district. Yeah.
That's great. So you kind of mentioned that, teachers, coaches, advisors, directors. Was there anyone that comes to mind that you would maybe say like, hey, thank you for your time? Who would that be and why?
I think I would definitely thank the Siddig family. Mr. and Mrs. Siddig were incredibly supportive through my journey in tech and then just the theater department in general. I also had Mrs. Siddig as my English teacher, and they really have just encouraged me to push my boundaries. I'm definitely a little bit of a perfectionist, and in the theater world, you can't be a perfectionist. I mean, you're looking at a stage from dozens of feet away, so that little imperfection, that little paint scratch isn't going to be noticed by the audience, and theater and tech have definitely helped me overcome that and really grow in that respect, and that's definitely attributed to their support and guidance.
That's great. And going through those experiences, as you start to look at your next steps, what are those potential next steps for you,
Yeah.
and what you would like to maybe explore if you don't know where you're going?
Yeah, so I don't know the college that I intend to go to, but I'd like to pursue chemical engineering with a biological emphasis. I've done a lot of work with HOSA and have always been interested in the kind of, again, behind the scenes part of medicine. So chemical engineering provides me a lot of opportunities, so I could go into like pharmaceuticals, medical tech. You could just do like oil gas sort of stuff. I'm very interested in the kind of renewable energy sphere as well. So there's a wide range of options, which I enjoy, and I think that's a good next step. I can always pursue further education, more specialization if I so choose, but chemical engineering is the goal at the moment.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Superpower? Oh goodness. Teleportation. I think that needs to exist. I live too far away from the school to not just be able to get there.
Spend a lot of time driving back and forth.
Love
Any
it.
good podcasts or music that you listen to along the way?
I've gotten into audiobooks a little bit,
Okay.
and I think that helps. I mean, I just have a playlist and kind of
Favorite type of ice cream?
cherry, but like it has to have cherry ice cream with chocolate chunks and then like real cherry pieces in it.
Okay. Very
It's like
good.
the best thing ever.
I think that might be our first cherry response via ice cream.
I used to think it was terrible, and then I suddenly discovered that it's the greatest thing in the world.
Hey, we've got shoot our shot. I'll give it a try. So again, Mazzi, congratulations on all you've accomplished so far and what you've done. And you're certainly leaving an impact here at Brandon Valley High School, and we still have 9 more months to go, 8 more months to go. It's crazy to think about, but it's going to go quick. But appreciate everything that you've done. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished, and we're excited for the fall play here in a few weeks. But congratulations and best of luck going forward.